Hello and welcome to Bytes, Bread, and Barbecue. Today we're going to be talking tech. I'm going to be doing a side-by-side look at a Kindle Fire that has an Android launcher installed and a Kindle Fire that has a standard Kindle launcher from Amazon company as it ships. Now these two that you're going to be viewing, please keep in mind that the one with the Android environment is a 7th generation, which is a few years old, and the one running the Kindle operating system is a 11th generation which was released in 2021. So as of this date, however, this is a comparison. There are a lot of videos out on the internet on how to put an Android launcher onto your Kindle, so I'm really not going to show you that step-by-step process. I am going to show you, though, however, that the tool that is used to do it is called the Fire Toolbox. This is a Windows application that you put onto your computer and then plug your Kindle Fire into the USB port and launch this application. This allows you to put the Google Play Store onto your Kindle Fire. It also allows you to put several different Android launchers onto your Kindle Fire, and it does give you the ability to disable the ads at startup on your Kindle Fire. Now, when you do that, that actually does away with the agreement you have with Amazon when you purchased your Kindle Fire. However, the manufacturer of this software does tell you that, but it does give you the ability to do it if you so desire. So it's a neat little tool, and there are lots of videos. I will put a link in the description below where you can download this, but it is a neat little tool to get this process done. So let's start by taking a look at a standard Kindle as it ships from the box. This is, again, an 11th generation Kindle OS running the Kindle launcher. And as you can see, all of your apps are present in the order that you installed them, and not any particular order. You can group them. I think we may have used the top line as my wife's most commonly used apps here. So you can see you can launch any browser you have installed, in this case Brave. It'll take you to Google and to the internet immediately, like you would expect from a tablet. Email is easily read, and it forms a vertical list like most browsers for email do. And you can go through, in this case it's Outlook that was downloaded from the Amazon App Store. Social media, Facebook and Instagram and any other social media you may like are very prevalent on these. You can see it loads very quickly on this 11th generation tablet, and you can easily scroll through the different things that are present on Instagram. When you go to look at the tablet and touch the square button at the bottom, see which apps are running and potentially unload, it's going to create a horizontal list that you would swipe up. If you swipe to the right, you'll see your library. If you swipe to your left, you're going to see what Amazon thinks you want to see. Pulling down from the top gives you notifications, as any standard Android tablet does. If we take a look at a Kindle with an Android launcher, now this is a World of Warcraft theme with a Nightborne. It has a tray at the bottom that you can pull up for frequently used apps. And if you go to your app screen, you have your common ones at the top, but the other apps are alphabetized, making it very easy to find. This is not present on the Kindle. For a browser on this one, we have Chrome. You can see it launches very similar to what we saw on the Amazon. For mail reading, we're going to be looking at Gmail. You can add multiple accounts to this and just either tap them to read them or swipe them away like you see being done here. You will notice that this Kindle blinks a little bit, and that does happen in the real tablet, that in between apps it has that blink. I don't know if that's a virtue of my hardware or a virtue of the launcher. Social media, again, easily seen, and you can scroll. Performance is very similar actually between these two as far as how rapid it launches. When you go to review what applications are running, and if you want to unload any, you hit the square button at the bottom, and you'll see these are listed vertically, and you're going to swipe them horizontally. So a little bit of a change there. There are 3 home screens on this particular Android launcher, where you could put applications. Notifications pull down from the top, the same as they do in the Kindle operating system. And if you swipe to the left there, you can see what Microsoft anticipates that you want to see. So let's look at them side by side and see exactly how they compare. Again, no tray on the Kindle OS. which I kind of like having a tray at the bottom. Applications are alphabetized, they're not on the Kindle. When you go to launch applications, we should see our browsers launch here on both devices, and it's going to look very similar. If you bring up your email next, again, it should look very similar. We have Gmail on one side, Outlook on the other. Now, Outlook is not the default mail app on the Kindle, but it was the one that is preferred, and we did install it from the App Store. So if you go next to your social media, you'll see that both of those pop up, very similar looking, and you're able to scroll through the devices. So performance here is not that much different. The difference is all in aesthetics and how you like to run the environment. Lastly here, you should be able to see that we're going to go from show the applications that you can unload, one horizontal, one vertical. We're going to go side to side, homepage versus library, and what they anticipate that you want. Notifications pulled from the top, and going to the left on the Microsoft app is going to give you a list of what Microsoft thinks that you want to see. So in conclusion, it's mostly about aesthetics. I personally like the very clean look that the Android launcher gives you versus the more cluttered look of the Kindle operating system, but it's a personal preference as to what you like to use. I also like the idea that the apps are alphabetized. The two biggest pitfalls in all of this are if you turn your Kindle off, your Android launcher goes away, and it actually turns into an application you can run from the Kindle launcher, but it doesn't stay as a launcher. If you turn it off, it kind of goes away. And once you put that on there, you can't do any over-the-air updates to your Kindle. Everything has to be done through the Fire Toolbox and through your PC. So those are two little pitfalls, but it does give you a very nice looking device, and it's kind of fun to play with. So if you have a little bit of an adventuresome spirit and want to make your Kindle look a little bit different, I'd recommend trying out an Android launcher for your Kindle Fire. Have a good day.